Less than 2 years after their 2010 Indian-inspired wedding, Russell Brand and Katy Perry called it quits, with the comedian reportedly breaking up with his wife via text message on New Year's Eve 2011. Like many singers before her, Perry appears to have turned her heartbreak into art, releasing the reflective power ballad Wide Awake in 2012, to critical and commercial acclaim. The melancholy yet empowering track centers around the theme of moving forward and being born again following a painful breakup, examining the fractured relationship through a more critical lens, and coming to a greater understanding of how things actually were. Given the timing of the release, it was widely assumed that the song was inspired by Perry's difficult divorce. During an interview with MTV News at the time, Perry explained that the heartbreak ballad was about coming down from a high and moving on in life. She continued, "I have a lot of different emotions and feelings in all of my songs. This song in particular is a dose of reality. It's kind of like coming down from a high. You've been on cloud 9 for so long and it can't always be so sweet, and sometimes you need to realize that, and you have to pick yourself up and move forward and face the facts of life, and know that this is just a lesson you learn and you're stronger because of it." Offering his thoughts on the track during a separate interview on Howard Stern's SiriusXM radio show, Brand described it as a nice song, adding, "She's a good person. I've got nothing but love for her. I was very proud of everything she did. She's a young woman dealing with the breakup of the relationship, which is understandable. It's a nice song." Explaining that he had avoided speaking publicly about the divorce to avoid making Perry sad, Brand continued, "She's younger than me. She's a young woman and she's beautiful and she's sensitive and I care about her deeply. I don't want to be too glib. She'll read it and she'll be sad and I don't want that." This comes after 4 women made allegations against Brand in a joint investigation conducted by The Times and Channel 4's Dispatches. These alleged incidents include allegations of rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse between 2006 and 2013. Shortly before the accusations were made public, Brand uploaded a video to YouTube where he denied the criminal allegations put against him, stating that his relationships had always been consensual. In his statement, which can be read in full here, Brand said, "These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies. And as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that. Then almost too transparent, and am being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan, when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of, and we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. If you've been a victim of sexual assault, you can access help and resources via www.rapecrisis.org.uk or calling the National Telephone Helpline on 0808 802 9999. Do you have a story to share? Email us at julia.banham@reachblock.com.